controversial statement.
I was about to say...
I thought people liked this thing.
No!
So everyone...
No, you'll see some elitism that likes this stage, but we don't listen to elitist people.
And I've never heard anyone say Crazy Gadgets is a fantastic stage.
I swear I remember hearing a guy, he said the stage is good, the ending's
I'm
terrible,
sure.
and that's actually how I feel about it. The only reason I hate the stage is that ending part.
I don't care for this stage. Whole thing.
This has been a pointless tube.
I could have sworn one of them electrocuted.
Whatever.
I have a problem with the fact that there's a rail added up. Well, I used to have a problem with the fact that there's a rail added in a section that shouldn't even have a rail because it's not that complicated.
Get over it.
Well, it's
I
just
feel like
it's hard if you can't figure out how
Actually, I feel like, and this could be wrong, you could go fact check this and again put up a...
that rail's not in the Dreamcast version.
No, I was going to say, I feel like I once heard that rail was actually
I think it was in the Japanese version, and
I
they
had
took it
heard-
out in America to make the stage artificially harder, because America does that too often.
Yeah.
Well, they also do the opposite too often.
Not really. No, not enough. Not enough.
Hey, I'm under the impression that you do not need to just change the difficulty of a game when you move it over, because that sometimes has worse side effects. Arson Elko 2.
That is
That
a
was
very specific
Yes.
case of... And it's not changing the difficulty, it's that they
They
lazily... Oh, let's just uncheck the boss does this attack box. But we didn't recode a new attack or for the game to not look through the code to search for an attack that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I'm like, why would you take the attack out? You just randomly decide, attack's too broke. Let's just not make the boss not have it. Then just let the boss keep it. You cause more problems, making the localization process harder.
Oh, that
What?
should not have worked.
That's why I just said what I did. If they had changed the balls, like the attack,
If they had
Or they just left it alone.
If they had removed
or
all
given it a weaker attack in the place of
But
the
they didn't
missing
need
one.
to. They could have just left it.
This isn't a matter of if they should or shouldn't have changed it. This is a matter.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it kind of goes. with
Anyone
your-
see that?
Yeah.
Like the opposite side of your argument. Like I'm not disagreeing. Because
Did
I'm
you
not-
see that, John?
Are you
did.
trying to
What?
find uses for the magic hands?
No. I do
Actually,
occasionally use them.
there is one good use for the magic hands that I just remembered.
Or don't count the Chow Garden.
No, but that.
What I
Why?
just did.
No, it's Chow Garden related, actually.
I said we don't count the Chow
No,
Garden.
but it is a good use for people.
Okay, make it quick because I want to bitch about how terrible this section is.
The shit for the Chow Garden using the magic hands gets you some better stuff.
Yeah, it can get you animals and more of the chaos drive.
That's a good.
Oh, okay, now this is the reason this stage is terrible. You see what you're supposed to do is like jump to the different. Okay, the way it looked like you whistled and he exploded. But basically, the way you're supposed to do this section, you're supposed to use the switches and screens to basically get to the different colored blocks, and there is actually an exact path you're supposed to follow. It's just this exact path is so, basically specific and cryptic, most people
Make up their own and just do it.
yeah, most people don't know that it's there, so most people just jump from block to block, and because the anti-gravity in this section is horrible, that can result in some really bad things, because collision is coded on all sides of these Tetris blocks, but there are some spots they clearly do not want you touching.
And there's an even bigger problem, which is tied to the anti-gravity, that's even worse if you're jumping from block to block. There's a gravity oversight. And this gravity oversight, Sonic's positioning you jump to a block, but you jump so the gravity pulls you, but because you jumped to it and you did not get to the block correctly, Sonic is in the wrong position, and you are forever stuck on that block, unable to interact with things or sometimes even move, because you have fucked up your positioning that bad. That's a kind of cool moment. Him standing in the door might be a thumbnail. Eggman's oversized gun could also be...
Why does Eggman have an oversized gun when he's standing in an oversized gun?
To make oversized threats! In this rated E game. Well, it's an E10 re-release, but...
For them mild lyrics. Seems like the scope on that thing is bigger than the barrel.
This is also threatening a child. Oh, we never commented on Sonic soap shoes.
What are you talking about? They're not soap shoes. It's guy rings on this one.
You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
I love and hate this moment.
Because you just told Fox Boy.
IQ of 300, people.
Oh, fuck.
You know, I might as well throw out random trivia in what a lot of people say is the best cutscene of the game. This has never been fully confirmed, but there's a theory about it. In the original Dreamcast version of this game, Sonic shoes were soap shoes, which are an actual brand of basically tennis shoes. That was confirmed. The reason they apparently went with soap, that crest shape on Knuckles' chest, there's a rumor that that was originally supposed to be a Nike symbol, but the deal with Nike fell through at some point, so years later, as kind of a spite thing, they went with one of their competitors for the deal in this game.
The other reason they picked soap, the shoes Sonic was wearing were sport shoes for grinding on rails. Because that was an actual sport thing people did.
That sounds dangerous and stupid.
Aren't all sports dangerous and stupid?
Yes, but a bunch of other sports you at least have like padding.
One of my favorite sports is a country has a contest where it's the annual wife carrying contest, except the best part, she doesn't have to be your wife. She just has to be married. I can enter with Sean's wife and carry her and I'd be eligible.
Yeah.
As long as you can prove she's married, the competitor who carries her...
Also, this boss is terrible. Like I said, this boss is terrible. This isn't a boss, this is DPS.
Whose guns are bigger, Tail?
No! No, you know what this is? This is, Eggman is using the old generation one rules for Hyper Beam, where if you KO something, you don't have to rest a turn.
But he's not even hitting. He's just spamming Hyper Beam outright, he's not even hitting you.
So my best strategy for this is to attempt to push Eggman away and then shoot him with the laser.
I was going to hit someone
Oh,
there.
my dick.
I was scared there for a minute.
Another good strategy, and it's harder to do, when Eggman is charging up, if you circle and hover, he'll fire in one direction for so long, you can just get behind him.
But they
Knuckles, what do you contribute to this plot?
Nothing, because again, this plot is kind of patchworked.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that because, you know, I'm not expecting, like, riveting storytelling from Sonic.
The best
but
part-
at the same time, it's, like, campy and ridiculous enough that that's okay. But Knuckles has absolutely no purpose in the entire story.
Which is hilarious, because he was one of the original 3 playable characters.
Yeah, he is there to collect Master Emerald pieces.
And that's like another thing you can say, like...
The Master Emerald serves one purpose at one point and
another
doesn't
thing.
even do that.
That's another thing. You can say it's presented worse, but I actually think the story in Adventure 1 is a smidge better.
Well, what were you referring to as better here, Carson? Are you
It's
talking
a-
about a better story, or are we talking good in terms of not conventional goodness?
Things at least have a purpose. Sonic and Tails are going Sonic and Tails are going after Eggman. Knuckles is getting the Master Emerald charge. Big is big. Gamma's doing his own thing, and Amy's following Sonic.
Okay, hold on. Let me just say something. I never said that Sonic's Adventure 2 story was good. Do I think Sonic Adventure 2 story? No! Sonic Adventure 2 story is not good.
Most Sonic game
But
stories are not.
is it enjoyable? I think it's enjoyable because I think it's so goddamn ridiculous that how can you not like it?
I think Adventure 1...
My controversial opinion, I think Sonic Colors has one of the best stories.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That's one of the best stories that I unironically
No,
like.
I mean, it's just...
It,
Might as well not have a story.
everything at least has a purpose, because that's, again, my problem
What are
with
you talking
this.
about? There's like a lot of plot points that they just aren't even explored.
There are some things, but they at least keep it simple. Eggman wants to blow up a world with a giant laser made from aliens. It's that simple.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not anything special.
Yes, but it also, it's like it's not a full problem, but kind of a problem.
I mean, I'm gonna be perfectly
kind
honest.
of a problem with this game, and it's funny that I'm about to use this because of what Sonic Colors is. We've escalated from being in a city to a 50-year-old space colony. This game's kind of too grand in some instances, and it wants you to take a game about a blue hedgehog grinding on space rails serious.
No, because my issue with that statement is that there is nothing serious about the story.
Eggman blew
They're
up the
trying to
moon.
be serious and failing at it.
Really? Because I always get the sense that this story is supposed to be like completely ridiculous and campy.
Eggman
No.
blows-
Because how am I supposed to ever take anything that involves a blue anthropomorphic hedgehog seriously?
That's the
That's the problem.
Eggman is trying. They're
No,
playing.
they call it-
my problem is the fact that people take it too seriously. If you take it seriously, yeah, this is a...
Don't they actually
This game-
call, this could be this game or Shadow, don't they call Eggman a terrorist in this game? It's kind of awkward because this was a year before, like, 9/11, but
I'm just saying. I mean, if you take this game story seriously, I think you're like overdoing it.
I don't take it seriously, but the game, it wants you to take it seriously.
I don't agree.
If they didn't want you to take it seriously, we wouldn't have Eggman blowing up the moon.
Why wouldn't we?
And the scene we had a minute ago of Eggman holding, Amy at gunpoint, the reason he has a gun and isn't just using the mech is it's supposed to basically be like a hostage thing because he's holding her at gunpoint.
But it's just all ridiculous.
Because because the story is written so poorly, it's
I know.
ridiculous.
I mean, I feel like you're overthinking it. If I was gonna sit there and say, hey, this Sonic story is bad, it's gonna be Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, Shadow's bad because it tries to have a million stories at once.
And Shadow is bad because Shadow actually has a good premise and doesn't do it, and then is ridiculous but not over the top like Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2 at least like tries to be over the top.
They are
Okay.
trying to. Oh, well, that sucks.
It happens every time.
Because
They are
Sega.
trying to.
No, because I was too fast.
They are trying to play Eggman straight in this game.
I don't think they are. I mean, if you think they are, you know, you can have that opinion, but I don't, and that's why I enjoy the story. So I feel like it's a matter of perception. I do not perceive the story as trying to be serious, therefore I enjoy the story.
It's just.
And you know, I'm okay with silly game stories, but Sonic Colors just...
I also feel Sonic Colors kind of needed to have the silly story because after things like Shadow and like
Well, no,
06
because in
that
my
were
opinion,
trying too hard
in my
to be
opinion,
serious.
no, in my opinion, I don't agree because I don't agree. But to me, the best story is Sonic Unleashed.
The funny thing is, I literally saw someone say he constantly flips between which one is trying too hard to be more edgy.
Sonic Unleashed
Shadow or
pretty
Sonic
good.
Unleashed?
Sonic Unleashed like had a balance of
I can give you that.
of the silliness
Yes.
and the like kind of serious story.
But that's also the game that starts with Eggman blowing up the world.
I don't understand why. He blew something up. It's a serious story now.
Because they're treating it
No.
like he's an actual terrorist.
Because he is like in. It doesn't make the game more serious or not.
It's
It-
the
I mean-
context and the frame.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, because I mean, I can think of a bunch of stories where, like, I mean, that's like
Now,
saying.
granted, this is
I mean,
kind
that's
of...
it's a silly argument. It's like saying this guy's trying to dominate the world, therefore he's a
Um,
serious villain.
this-
Mojo Jojo is too serious.
This is
Here, Mojo Jojo. Here's kind of a good Mojo Jojo's plans. Like, he had similar plans, but Mojo Jojo, normally, when you would see Mojo, you would see him do something like silly, or his plans would
But
fail.
I don't. I think you're like
I'm
over analyzing stuff.
It's
We're on the internet, that's what we do. I'm trying...
I'm just. Just because A does not necessarily have to equal B. He blew up half the moon, but we also remember this is the universe where it's literally canonical that the planet is facing the other way in every other game.
The
That-
director just said that so people would stop asking about the moon thing. Now, anyway, the reason I say the blowing up the moon, this is kind of an American thing brought about by like 9/11 and other things, but typically in America, whenever you want to essentially make a villain out to be a big threat, you use the word terrorist, because in using that word, you bring it closer to reality instead of calling him a super villain.
I don't agree.
And this is why I think they were trying to play Eggman up serious in this game, but just fucked it up. Because he gets the arc, makes demands against the president directly. There is no shit, no laughing matter about it.
But it doesn't have to be funny. I mean, it's funny in the ridiculous, campy way, like how the old Batman cartoon. Or not Batman cartoon. But I mean, this is like the same thing. It's like
The 60s
No, okay.
Batman.
Let me rephrase. Maybe it can't be. It reminds me of like a cliche action movie satire.
For me, to see satire, I need to see the people being over the top.
It is over the top. He blows up the moon.
No, but him blowing up the moon, Eggman, his tone of voice.
I'm sorry. I feel like I look at it in a way where it's
Oh,
like,
it's over the top.
No.
his-
Wait. I feel like you're like looking way too deep into the story, whereas it's a Sonic story. Why are you looking so deep into it? So I look at it, and I'm like, I mean, it's a story.
It's over the top in what would
No, I mean that's. I'm sorry. I mean, I just can't agree because I mean, like, if Mario did the same thing, I would think nothing about it.
It's all about the.
No,
Actually,
it doesn't matter.
It's
Actually,
all about the
No,
tone and
it is a.
and in
There's
Galaxy,
no reason for it to matter.
and actually in Galaxy, Bowser was going to blow up the galaxy, so there's that.
Galaxy 1, Galaxy 1, I'm going to create a galactic empire. Galaxy 2, I'm going to make a galactic-sized cake planet.
I thought he was going.
No! He was
Well,
creating a perfect galaxy at the center of the universe.
I thought in Galaxy 1 he wanted to blow up the galaxy
No!
because that's why, like, the star that, like, the final level
No!
is all, like, blows up, and that causes a supernova so big it blows up the universe.
So okay. In Sonic Lost World, Eggman literally talks about choking a Zeddy. How is that better than blowing up half the moon?
Because of Mike Pollock's delivery.
No. His tone of voice is serious. It's the same situation, and
I'd have to see the scene again. I don't remember his tone of voice for that, but I do remember what you're talking. It can be the same, and in the moment, if his tone of voice is representing a more serious moment, I will take it as such.
no, I'm sorry. Just because a story sells itself as serious and over the top does not make it serious.
He's technically right about that. Sword Art Online tries to be a serious story, and we all know where that goes.
I mean, I feel like I'm sorry. I don't agree. Like the way you like think of your stories, I just can't see as that. I think this story is hilarious.
I think a lot of this story is hilarious. I just feel the shit with Eggman, they were trying to make him big and threatening. They just handled it in the worst ways.
I'm sorry. I feel like
Because if you listen to the way Dean Bristow talks, he's using the deeper Eggman tone he had from the original adventure when you were in Tails' story. He's using that tone.
I'm sorry. I think you're overanalyzing the story.
Another point I wanted to...
Whereas I look at it as it's a Sonic story. Why would I
another
take it
point
seriously?
I wanted to bring up, and now granted, because Toy Stories were beyond you, this wasn't going to happen, but, like, you're not trying to have yourself be the serious grown-up game unless you fake out your main character dying.
I don't... I'm sorry. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think your point is, like, really light.
It's because whether it was completely unintentional, his serious Dean Bristow's serious delivery.
Just because you have a serious tone doesn't make it actually serious. I think this game is way too serious to be taken seriously, which is why I think
Shadow the Hedgehog wraps back around.
No, Shadow the Hedgehog is bad. But this is like
I don't take this game seriously.
But you do.
No, I don't.
Because you think it's meant to be serious. I don't think it's meant to be serious. I think it's meant to be so serious and cliche. It's making fun of it's not made that's making fun of action movies, but it takes literally everything from an action movie cliche I could think of. But it puts an arm over a hedgehog, and you're telling me that the main antagonist is too serious, and I just can't see it.
It's because of his tone of voice.
No, that does not mean anything. You can write a story that's just as serious as any serious movie, but not meant to be that.
So should we call it Dark Story on this? How long was that?
Less than 2 hours.
God damn, that felt like 4.
No, it's been less than 2.
No, I mean, like, just because I'm sorry, I don't see it. Just because the amount of like action movie cliches. Island blows up, plane flies off, holds girl hostage with gun, blows up main character survives, main character comes back and saves. I mean, it literally has every action movie cliche. I can't take it seriously. I don't know who in their right mind would take it seriously.
Yeah, it's, using that analogy, it kind of feels like Demolition Man.
I mean, I would be pretty honest with you. If I'm gonna take a Sonic game seriously, it's gonna be Sonic Adventure from way before this game. If I'm gonna look at Eggman as a serious threat, I mean, sure, he's a serious threat in this game. It adds suspense. Not real suspense because it's Sonic.
I will just always feel like they were trying for real suspense and just fucking fell at it.
I don't think they were. I think they were like, maybe at some point, and maybe they were trying to make him threatening. But I don't think they were really trying to make him overly threatening.
Because of the fact that
But it's not as, like, kid-friendly as other Sonic games.
Because of the fact that you have the dark story, and now this was more of the American marketing thing, the focusing on the good and evil. Then we have shit like this, where the only other game I've seen do this is Dot Hack.
I love Dot Hack.
That's what this is.
Sonic Adventure 2. Last episode. Wishes are eternal.
Or eternal.
Look at that pretension!
Fuck. Okay, guys. So my question of the day is, do you guys agree with me and Carson that the game was trying to make you take the story seriously, or do you agree with Sean that it's campy and ridiculous? My argument for why the game wanted you to take it seriously: everything it does, I feel, is handled very straightforward, and I don't get the sense that they were joking around or playing it up for comedy. I feel like everything going on was played straight. Eggman's tone of voice was very straightforward and threatening, and I feel like every situation was played as straight as they could, given what was going on, and nothing came off as a joke or parody. To me, tone and context is key, and the tone and context I personally get from this is, you're supposed to take this seriously. Eggman is an actual threat. But anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.